Welcome to Respect My Crown. This is Jillian J.J. Simmons. Respect My Crown is a community that is designed to support women who desire to step into the abundance that awaits them. We know that now is the time to manifest our visions, realize our dreams, and accomplish our goals. Respect My Crown is a support system that encourages women to deepen in spirituality, sisterhood, accountability, and service. This woman right here.
Thank you.
We met in the kitchen.
Yes, we did.
At Radio 1. We were both working for Radio 1 at the time.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember who introduced us, but what I do remember is I ran back into the studio thinking, oh my God, I just met this woman. She is so cool. She wears yoga pants.
Yes.
She don't wear no makeup. And she wears glasses just like me. And she was really sweet. She is a Grammy Award-winning artist. She is one of the biggest names in gospels. The woman can sing.
Thank you.
If ever there is a tribute for anyone, that is somebody. You better believe this woman gonna be on the stage tearing it up, okay? She is a wonderful mother to a beautiful college girl, Taylor. And she is from Houston, Texas. Graduate of Sterling High School and Texas Southern University.
Yes.
She's one of my favorite people. I call her Auntie Yo.
Yes.
Welcome, Yolanda Adams, to the show.
Thank you. You got me happy. I got a tear in my
See? How are you?
I am fantastic. It was the kitchen.
It was the kitchen.
I think it was AV who introduced us.
Yes.
And we just clicked. You
Yes.
know, I knew that there was something very special about you.
Thank you.
Before you even wrote the book.
Oh.
Before you even went on tour.
Yes.
You were just so, you're in it. I look at people's and I feel people's energy.
Yeah.
So I felt your energy that day, and it was like, oh, she's just the sweetest.
Oh my gosh. Thank
Just
you.
the
You're so
sweetest.
sweet.
Thanks.
How is Taylor?
Taylor is amazing.
You have a daughter in college.
I have a daughter in college. Isn't that something?
I need to know what the drop off was when you dropped her off at college. Like, what was that process like? What did it look like?
Well, here's the drop off thing. I had been preparing for college, I think, for about 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because to me, the transition from middle school to high school was more mind-boggling
Really?
than the transition from high school to college.
Really?
Yeah. I was so used to my baby being there and asking me questions. And
Yeah.
how do I do this? What do I do about that?
Yeah.
And then as they progress in high school, they start feeling their way.
Yeah.
And, they start finding it on their own. And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you don't need me for anything. No, Mom, I got
good.
it. No, I'm just going to take my car and go. So okay.
Oh, man.
And so by the time we got ready for college, I was already prepared that, here's this beautiful human being that I had the pleasure of nurturing.
Yeah.
Because we don't raise our kids, we nurture them.
That's right.
We give them the tools that they need to succeed in life and succeed in being great human beings.
Right.
To me, I think that's the most important thing. If I
yeah.
can nurture my child into being the most beautiful woman inside,
Yeah.
as she is outside, I think I've done my job.
Oh, yeah.
And so by the time we got to Howard, I was surrounded, and Taylor was surrounded by so many awesome people at the university and then also in her life who matriculated with her.
Oh.
So she has about a good 20 friends there. So
she's good.
She's good.
So you felt like she was in good hands.
She's in really great hands. I know Maryland PD, I know DC PD.
I know all of them. I know all of them.
I know FBI people, I know Secret Service people. So
she's good.
She's
Look, she's good.
She's
Oh,
good.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a daughter too.
Yes.
She's 11, going on 42. She actually turns 12 in 2 days.
Oh, wow.
And it's been quite the challenge working in the entertainment business and raising a little girl. And I think specifically when we talk about a daughter, you know what I mean, a girl. who needs time, who needs your attention.
Yes.
Sometimes I couldn't make it to every performance.
Right.
I couldn't make it. I'm not a part of the PTO or PTA, whatever it's called now.
Exactly.
And I had some guilt.
Yeah.
You know, there was a little bit of guilt there. What was one of the most challenging parts of raising a daughter and being in the entertainment business for you?
Well, it's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Having the time. Everybody gets 24 hours a day, but everybody doesn't do in 24 hours what everybody else does.
Oh, yeah.
And so in order for you and your daughter to live a healthy, prosperous life, you got to work.
Yes. We got to eat.
And we got to eat. And we got to eat. So, here's the thing that I had to come to grips with early on in Taylor's life. I knew that I had to provide for her. Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to provide a very wonderful living for her. And that meant that I would have to be on the road sometimes when things would happen, like certain performances and things like that. But what I promised myself is that her junior and senior year, I would be in the thick of whatever she was doing.
Okay.
So I declined a lot of concerts, a lot of speaking engagements, a lot of mentorship programs. I declined a lot of that to keep my promise to her.
That's good.
And I think that those 2 years made the hugest difference because that's when young girls are trying to find themselves.
Yeah.
And I think every mother, I don't think it's just us. I think the person in corporate America, the person who is a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yeah.
There's just some sort of guilt that you feel when you're not there every single time. But here's the beauty of it. You're not supposed to be there every single time because how will they learn to be independent?
That's true. That's
and how will they learn to deal with emotions?
Yeah.
We have them. We're born with them. So you've got to learn how to navigate your emotions and navigate your life.
Yeah.
So don't feel guilty when you're being the best mom that you can be.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Your job requires this, and that.
Yeah.
And, Christmas time, birthday time, she'll appreciate that job.
Oh yeah, sure does. Sure does. That's a good point too, because you're right. There are sacrifices that you have to make when you want to have a certain lifestyle, and probably later on in life they do appreciate it even more.
They do.
You've been in the entertainment industry for almost 40 years.
40 years.
Clearly, you are on that Benjamin Button program. Okay, I'm trying to understand what the special sauce is that you have. That because you look like a day over 30, maybe not. No, and I'm serious. Like you look amazing.
Thank you.
How? So first, I want to know.
Okay.
How is it that we can look so amazing? Being in the industry this long, because I feel like a lot of people, I'm just gonna say it, Yolanda, it's the truth. Some people, they worn out. Okay,
well, here's the thing. I never let life wear me out.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things that you can deal with in your life that can really knock you out and keep you out. But there has to be some resilience on the inside that says, okay, if this has come to me, that means I'm going to make it through it.
Yeah.
Every single time. I'm going to make it through it. Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt at the time, or it doesn't feel good at the time, or you don't have anxiety about it at the time. Because I think people, they trivialize the trial, especially your trial. Oh, you'll make it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be fine. But you're like, I'm about to pull my hair out. You don't get it.
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
So I don't let life get to me in such a way that I paralyze myself in fear.
Yeah.
Because fear is definitely the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
And if fear comes, you know that victory is on the way.
Woo!
I say that with the most certainty and the most assurance because I've gone through a lot in my life.
Yeah.
And if fear attacks you, the first thing you should say is, thank you, Lord. I do not receive this fear.
Yeah.
I feel the fear, but I don't receive it because I know victory is on the way.
Ooh, that's good.
And so, because victory is on the way and because I'm always expecting more opportunities, I work out.
Yeah.
I work this body. because it's the only body I have.
Yeah.
And I want to see how strong I am. I want to lift weights to see if I can curl.
Yeah. Look.
You know, and I want to squat to see how much I can do at 57. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, we doing this.
Yes.
We are in this gym. One of my heroes at my gym is Miss Joe. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I have talked about Miss Joe and how she just makes my day.
Yeah.
She is 84 years old in the gym. When Miss Joe gets dressed, she and her husband, when they get dressed to go out and dance.
To go out and dance?
Yes. 84 years old dancing, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Two-stepping and swinging out and all kinds of stuff. But that's what keeps them young, you know?
Yeah.
So if she can go to the gym at 84, I have no excuse.
Be there.
And she looks amazing.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell that this woman was not in her 70s.
Yeah.
You could not tell. So, you know, and then of course, I follow a protocol, a profile that my doctor, Dr. Stafford, at QLM.com or something like that. I'll give it to you.
Yes.
But he gets these, he puts together a vitamin regimen for you that you take morning and you take at night.
Really?
And when I tell you, he told me had to be about Taylor is 17, had to be about 7 years ago. He said, if you follow this protocol, if you eat right, if you exercise, if you get some sun, you know, get out there and don't stress so much, because stress is so horrible on the body.
How do you tell somebody not to stress so much?
Well, this is what he said. You know, he said it, so I followed that. And he told me, he said, and you will always look 20 years younger than your actual age. I'm like,
let me write this down.
I said, I'm in it. I will be in it for life. So
those are some great tips.
Great tips. Stress, though. Let's get back to stress. Most of the stress that we allow into our thinking first, because it has to come into our thinking in order for it to actually get into our system.
Right.
Most of it is what's going to happen next.
Worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet.
Worrying about something that hasn't happened, and 9 times out of 10, what is about to happen is so much greater than the anxiety that you're, you know. I know. And hey, I'm talking about me too, okay?
Because
it's not just
it's tough. I mean, you tell yourself to not stress, and really, and I say that it's tough because I look at certain situations that are probably tougher than others. Right. But the fact is, you're right. If I can just speak it, if I can tell myself, you know what, this isn't worth me worrying about.
This isn't worth me worrying about, and you counter it with a positive action.
Yeah.
Whether it's saying everything's going to be all right, you know, you get that PJ Morton song on your phone, and you listen to that all day long.
Yes.
One of my favorites is Brian Courtney Wilson's "God is Doing a Great Work." I listen to that over and over and over.
Yes. You know what my song is? Make a Way.
Yes.
I will put that on repeat. Just make a way. He made a way. He can make a way. He can make a way. When I feel like it ain't gonna happen, he can make a way. He can make a way.
Yeah. And so that's how you counter stress. That's how you counter fear. That's how you counter all of the things that come against you. All religions say the same thing.
Yeah.
That if you consciously and mindfully think of the other side of what this is, not ignoring it, because you have to walk through it. You get stronger when you walk through it, but then remember there's another side to it.
Oh, that's so good. You know, a couple of months ago, I sat down on my couch and I wrote all of the negative things I was saying to myself on a post-it note, right? Rejection, I'm not worthy of love. I mean, just like really, these are some of the things that I've just been saying to myself. I'm stupid, like all kinds, and I just wrote it down. And I cracked open my Bible and I was like, all right, now that we got this out the way,
how can I counter that?
What does God say?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I went and I wrote down a scripture for every one of those.
Yes.
And I posted it up on my mirror so that every morning I could look, because the moment that I'm starting to think these things, it's like, hey, no, God said cast your anxieties on him.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. You know what I mean? Because you need that.
Yeah.
Because it's an everyday struggle.
And don't think that you're the only one. Hey, you, don't think you're the only one. It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
But because I'm older and because I have more experience, I know to counter it, like you said, with the word.
Yeah.
Then I start speaking the word, because as I speak the word, my spirit says, yes, I agree. My mind says, yes, I agree. My whole body says, yes, I agree with what you just said. And then everything starts moving toward whatever you said.
Right.
I don't know a woman from some of the beautiful, most beautiful women in the world. You know, Halle Berry says all the time, there are days when she feels ugly. I'm like,
wait, what? Look,
girl, with no makeup on.
Yes.
Look, flour on your face and everything. You are just amazing. But think about it. We as women tend to be so hard on ourselves.
Oh gosh,
I have 3 brothers, and I have never seen one of my brothers say, man, I look ugly today. Man, I don't feel like I can conquer the world. And there's something in us that has to be affirmed and renewed and assured that no, this is not what you see. You know, what you see right now is not it. And then the other thing too is we've got to do it for ourselves. It cannot be because I'm in a relationship and I'm beautiful. Well, what happens if that relationship goes away? Are you not beautiful anymore because of the person is no longer there? Of course not.
Oh yeah.
No, you're even more beautiful because you have experienced love and experienced trying to make it with someone else. So now, once you get rid of the was it me and all of the guilt and stuff like that, now you're free to give more love, because now you know how to love even more for the next person.
Oh, that's so good. You know, Yolanda be dropping them gems. I know that you know, and I've shared this with the listeners. This year has been a tough year for me. We did have a conversation outside at the gas station earlier this summer, and I was telling you how it seemed like everything was just falling apart. And you said something to me. You said, painful lessons are never worthless. They teach you how to prepare for new seasons, and yours is here. It's inevitable. We all have ups and downs. It's going to be bad sometimes. It's going to be great sometimes. It's going to be butterflies sometimes. It's going to be cockroaches.
Caterpillars are not cute.
They are not cute. They are creepy.
Caterpillars, they give you stuff like
this. Ew.
But look at the end result of the caterpillar.
I know. This beautiful butterfly.
Exactly. Now imagine if the caterpillar, and this is for somebody who is contemplating, I don't know why I'm doing this, but contemplating suicide or whatever. Look at what the caterpillar starts off looking like.
Yeah.
Now, if that caterpillar had a mirror, what would that caterpillar say about itself?
He probably would scream like I do when I see him.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's an evolution of learning, movement, and I don't want people to get caught up in this word, but reincarnation that is constantly happening on the inside of the caterpillar that he or she has no idea about. So it's the same thing with people. It's the same thing with us when we feel our worst, when we're going through our worst. There is something God is doing on the inside of us at all times that we have no idea about. And the only way to get to that beautiful butterfly stage is to keep moving.
Can you share with us a time where you felt like this cannot be happening to me right now?
Oh gosh, girl, I have 100 million of those.
Do you have time for all of
them?
Do
you have time?
And how were you able to plant good seeds from that bad situation?
Well, here's the thing about situations, man. Ooh. I can name so many. You know, we've talked before on your other podcasts and stuff about relationships.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we as human beings, because we are born to love, we automatically think that if we're not in a relationship, or if a relationship did not work, it's because of something we did years ago, then karma is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you reap what you sow, all of that kind of stuff. It's like, hey, no. This person was not supposed to go any further with you in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe that the older I get, the more I am at peace with, okay, this person was here for a season. Did I treat this person well? Did I do, you know, what I could do to make their life better? If the answer is yes, thank you, Lord, for the most amazing person that's about to come into my life.
Yeah.
Because if this person had stayed in my life, I would not be in a place to receive the one who is amazing for me.
Yeah, that's so good.
You know, and I think as women, we try to fix, alter, change, do a whole bunch of stuff to make what is wrong right.
Oh yeah.
We want to make a wrong relationship right because we've introduced them to our family members.
Yeah, it's too late now. I'm invested.
Yeah, I'm invested. Invested in what? It's only been 2 weeks.
Or exactly. It's only been 2 weeks. You know what else we do? We tend to feel like, and I don't know, especially if you've gone through failures, past relationships that seem to be failures, it's like, you know, this time I'm really gonna fight. I'm gonna make it work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know this time, you know, because last time maybe I didn't fight hard enough. And just leave it.
But here's the thing, you know, fighting for something that is yours is one thing.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
But fighting for something that is obviously not good for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a total different monkey.
Because you need self-awareness to be able to recognize and time to listen. Because I'm going to tell you, Yolanda, a mutual friend of ours came to me last year. I was 4 months into my relationship. He came up to me at the radio station. He said, he looked at me in the hallway. He just shook his head no.
Exactly.
And I said, what you talking about? And he just shook his head no. And he came up to me and he said, ask God to show you who he is.
Yep.
I'm like, you don't know my man.
Yep.
You don't know, look, you don't know him.
Oh,
He's great. He loved the Lord.
But here's the thing about our mutual friend. He stays in the spirit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see.
You see what I mean? He stays in the spirit, and I mean, and I'm guilty too, because this is my man.
Yeah.
You know. But one of my God brothers asked me the question. He's like, okay, when you're giving a title to someone, is that person giving you that same title?
Ooh. Checkmate.
You understand?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey is a dear friend of mine. And he got a lot of flack for act like a woman, think like a man.
Oh, yeah. He did.
He got a lot of flack for that, but he told the truth. If a man is not willing in front of his friends and family and people that he knows and people that he regards as important to give you the title of, this is my girlfriend, this is my fiance, this is my woman, this is, not this is somebody I know.
Yeah.
Or this is my friend.
My friend.
No, friend could be anything.
Yeah.
You know, if he is not willing to give you that title of respect,
right,
and it's not about ownership, but it is about connection. If that person is not willing to give you that title of connection, that means that maybe he ain't ready for all of this awesomeness. And if we as women would turn that thing around, as Destiny Child used to say, so I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly. If we would turn that thing around and start putting the joy and the peace and all of that back on the inside of us, and start saying, okay, I am going to wait for the most amazing person, because I have been taught through all of my experiences that I am a beautiful person. I'm cool. I'm fun to be around. You know, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince somebody who I think should be with me. I'm not going to convince them, oh, I'm the one. You know? Because we do that as a lot as women.
Woo!
You know?
Do we? I saw this interview with Marvin Sapp one day.
Okay.
He said, I prayed to God that he would not give me any more hits, because all of my hits have come from a place of pain. He's like, I don't want no more hits. I'm good. Don't give me no more.
That is not my testimony, people. Give me all the hits I need, Jesus. You know, and I love Martin. Martin, you know I love you, man. But I think his whole his rationale was that, and some people feel this way. In order to get the ballads that touch people's hearts or tug at people's hearts, your heart has to be broken, or your heart has to have felt that. Now, all of us who are artists, we have gone through that. We felt that. But that's where great books come from. That's where great songs come from. That's where great art comes from. And as an artist, you come to grips with the fact that that is just life. You know, New Age people call it empath. Because you have this empathy for souls that come around you. You know, the Bible calls it being filled with the Spirit. Because, you know, the Spirit will tell you, you know, who needs your help at this time, and that and that and that. But I've never ever said, Lord, don't give me open my heart. Thank you, Jesus, for open my heart. And that was a tough time in my life. Thank you, Lord, for be blessed. Thank you, Lord, for all of these songs, because our job as people on the earth, whether it's, you know, you doing your entertainment all over, you know, from books to TV to everything. Your job is to make people's lives better. So how can we make people's lives better if we have not been touched with what they've been touched with?
That's it right there. I want to flip gears for a second, talk a little bit about self-care. I know you are an avid runner. I saw you dust me one day. You just ran right past me on the trail. I was like, is that Yolanda? All I see is smoke.
I didn't even realize you were there until I got your text.
I was like, what's that?
Because I'm so focused. Here's my thing. When I go running, well, you know, I'll post before I run or afterwards. And people really think, oh, she's just doing that for the gram. It's like, child, really? Do you really think that this is all about the gram?
She's got that life.
And so I have, and some people have told me, you didn't speak to me today on the trail. And I'm like, I didn't even see you. My glasses, I wear the Oakleys with the speakers.
Oh, and they have speakers on them too. I didn't know
Rob G put like 2 hours worth of music on my Oakleys.
Oh, hey Rob.
And, hey, what's up, Rob G? I love you. And so I can run for almost 2 hours with nonstop music in my head. So I'm doing that, and then
what are you playing? I just need to know. Sidebar.
Oh,
what are you playing? I need to know, what is Yolanda running to?
Yolanda's running to Earth, Wind and Fire, Patti LaBelle, Kirk Franklin, Ty Tribute, Mary J. Blige, Aretha Franklin. I know I probably said her twice. And then Maze. And then I have a section of music that I am writing to.
Oh, really?
For the new project that is coming out in 2019. I promise.
Ooh.
And so all of this music is going in my head. I listen to everything.
Yeah, do you?
Because everything inspires me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I always wondered that too. I mean, we feel like as gospel artists that you guys would only listen to gospel. So you're like, this,
you know,
she got Destiny's Child.
In 1980, that would have been, you know, but it's like, you know, we're about to be in 2019.
It's a new world.
It's a real world.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that too. How do you stay relevant, being that you've been in the industry for almost 40 years? How do you stay relevant in a time where music is ever changing?
Well, you listen to everything. You should listen to everything. You should listen to what the pop artists are doing, listen to what the R&B artists are doing.
Yeah.
I listen to what the country and western, well, it's not country and western anymore because it's not like that.
Yeah.
I listen to country artists.
Really?
I listen to classical. I listen to jazz. I listen to everything to see where, you know, what the piano is doing, to see what the horns are doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, not that I'm mimicking them, but I know what my sound is, and I know what my words do for people.
Yeah.
So I want my sound to be 2019, 2020. I don't want my sound to be 1995.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, she got another album.
Listen, I was trying to get my sound to sound like yours. I realized when I sing "The Battle Is the Lord's," it don't quite sound like Yolanda Adams, although I feel like I'm channeling my inner Yolanda. My child makes clear to me that it doesn't. It's not you. It's not you. Yolanda, there are 4 parts of Respect My Crown: spirituality, sisterhood, accountability, and service. When you talk about spirituality, the time that you are spending with God every day, what does that look like to you? Are you praying in the mornings? Do you meditate? You know, what does it look like?
People think I'm weird when I say this. I start off in the mornings, you know, being very thankful, pray, and I meditate so that I can hear what the rest of the day is going to be like. And all during the day, I may be in Whole Foods and I'm like, Lord, what we gonna do today? You know, the day has turned a little weird, you know? So you don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to have a posture of, you know, being on the floor or on your knees. God lives on the inside of you.
Yeah.
He's not way up in the clouds trying to figure out how to work your life.
Yeah, right.
He really is on the inside of you. And when you realize that you are a divine spiritual being having a natural experience, you'll live more spiritual. Yeah. You know? And that's me too. Because sometimes I get so caught up in what my natural is experiencing that I forget my spiritual is it carries so much more weight than my natural. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So that's how I do that.
Sisterhood.
Oh, I am surrounded by amazing women.
You have a big tribe or a little tribe?
I have a big tribe. I have a global tribe.
A global tribe,
you know, my first tribe was my sisters, my physical sisters, Atra and Allegra.
Yeah.
And I love those young women. I mean, you just saw my sister.
Yeah.
She came
so
through.
Cute.
Yeah, she came through, and it's like, man, I could not have nurtured Taylor the way I did without my sister Atra. Could not have, because those times when I would have to be out of town, she would stay here and she would make sure that Taylor was good. Yeah. She would, you know, make sure that she had everything she needed, and just, oh my gosh, I could not have done it without her. Yeah. My sister Allegra, I think she is the most talented, amazing young woman, mother, friend, all of those things.
And you're the oldest of your siblings, right?
I am the oldest of all of the siblings. And so, it starts with them.
Yeah.
Then I have best friends, Robin Anthony, state representative. I have to give her props. Rhonda Bernot. Folks that are just all over the world. Folks like, if I start naming names, I'm gonna mess up, and people are gonna be like, "Well, you
ain't say me.
You didn't say me.
I thought I was your girl."
One of our best friends, Monica Acampi. Yeah. She's like she's like a lifesaver. Yeah. I have a sister who's from Ohio, Sonia Jackson Miles, who has Sister Accord.
Yeah.
She is one of my girlfriends.
Ohio girls are pretty cool, by the way.
Yes. Yes. You see what I mean? And so, I even include you in my tribe because, I know it's more mentor-mentee kind of thing. Yeah. But I just want to see you succeed.
Thank you.
In every single thing you put your hand to, every desire, everything that comes to your mind, I want it to just soar.
Thank you.
And so that's what Sisterhood does.
It is.
And I cannot forget the Sisterhood of the AKAs, Sisterhood.
That's
and
right.
What?
Hey! I love it. So congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Accountability.
Yes.
When, you've been my accountability partner for sure. Are there people that hold you accountable, and in what areas do they hold you accountable in?
Oh, I have so many people who hold me accountable. Of course, my sisters and my sisterhood. Yeah. One of my best friends in the whole wide world, Lonnie McBride. He is like my executive over everything. He's over my house. He's over a bunch of great things.
He's over the refrigerator too, because I saw him walk up in here. Yep. I was going to see if I could steal some snacks from him real quick.
And then musically, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Terry Lewis is my dearest brother and friend. He's like, all right, Miss Yolanda, we got to do some stuff. Yeah. I'm like, yes, we sure do. So he holds me accountable.
Oh, that's good.
Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin. I could just go on and on and on. Yeah. And I think because when you love someone, you want the best for them. You're always asking, hey, how's everything going? Yeah. My friend Tony Griffin in Atlanta. Yeah. She's like, hey, battle buddy, how's it going? Are you working on this? Yeah. How do you, how's your timeline?
Good.
And I have so many people, a young lady named Lisa Campbell who is helping me with my festival. Ooh. She's like, okay, we have 90 days to do blah, 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 blah. Oh, can't forget Arnacia. Yeah. Arnacia. You know Arnacia? Yeah, she helps me with publicity.
Oh, that's good.
Just everything. That's good. And then my pastors. Yeah. The accountability that comes from them and what they expect of me. Because, sometimes when you have a person who, like me, who is all over the world, it can be intimidating, but they are like loving parents, and they're like, okay, how's your heart?
Yeah, that's good.
How's your body? Are you getting enough rest? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?
Yeah.
I'll never forget, T.D. Jakes told me one day, it was almost a situation similar to yours in the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
At the radio station.
Yeah.
He said, babe, take care of you.
Yeah.
Take care of you, because he saw something. He and Dr. Sarita, they saw something that I didn't see. Yeah. When we're in love, we see only what we want to see. We move away from what is obvious that we keep saying, oh, I can deal with it. Yeah. Oh, I can deal with it. Oh, I can deal with it. And they're like, I'm not invested in this.
No.
Take care of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Service.
Yes.
What is one of the most rewarding ways that you give back to the world outside of your voice and your ministry of song? What are ways that you give back?
Oh man, money.
Yeah.
I am one of those people. If you say, "Oh, we're taking up money for kangaroos," I'm like, "Oh, they're so cute. They have pouches and they have pouches and they keep their kids in pouches." Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Because I usually don't have a lot of time to volunteer.
Yeah.
Now, Taylor is the volunteer in the family.
Is she?
She will go all over the world to volunteer. She has such a great heart.
I need to get with her. Look.
She is. And she's so chill. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I wish I was as cool as you are at 17. Because I was at 17, I was more, 16 and 17, definitely. I was more laid back, more introverted.
Yeah.
I didn't become, this. I think until about 25, 28.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you're extroverted?
Because I think what happened is I recognized that my voice could change lives at that time.
Okay.
And I'm not like, and I'm not like, I don't think I'm extroverted like, here I am world, like that.
The party can begin. I've never
arrived. No. But I was definitely not, the...
At 17, did you think that you would become a star?
At 17, I knew I was supposed to change the world. I didn't know how.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to change the world being a model and a television personality.
Wow.
At 17. My mom had my yearbook, and I had these grand ideas of what I was going to do and, how I was going to take over. it was hilarious because I was going to finish college. After I finished college, I was going to get me a Corvette.
Oh.
After I got my Corvette, I was going to finish modeling and doing all this stuff in Paris and places. And then I was going to come back around 30, 35 and take over the television industry.
Wow. And how things change. And then here's
the weird thing, though. I'm a role model.
Yeah, you are.
People are always looking to see, what her shoes look like. What does she have on? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Blah. And I'm always on television.
Yeah, you are. So it did. It still came full circle in a whole different way.
It's a whole right.
And yes, ma'am, we pay attention to your clothes. We do. I saw you on Quincy Jones.
Yes.
Oh, ma'am.
Yeah.
She came out on stage, y'all. I said, okay, the show is over, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can shut it down. Y'all can shut it all the way down.
And you know how I love shoes and boots. So like with a gown, I usually don't have like heels or something like that.
Yeah.
I have on some funky boots or something like that.
I love it.
You got to have that edge.
You do.
I'm
you
that
got
edgy
it.
Girl.
Listen. I'm about to go through your closet today. So, okay. We always wrap up our interviews with an affirmation. I am, and you fill in the blank.
Wow. I am grateful.
Yeah.
So grateful. I look at my life and I say, this is like a dream.
Yeah.
Because, we're in my living room right now. And there are very few times that I spend time in my living room.
Wow.
But from this standpoint, I can look all the way outside and see trees and see, squirrels and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? That is a blessing.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that has ever happened in my life. Because it led me to where I am today.
Yes.
Had I not had those experiences, I may have never met you.
Yeah.
Had God not answered a prayer that I could stay home with Taylor for 10 whole years.
Wow.
From Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
That was, to me, that was the biggest blessing, because I could be home. And nurture this amazing child who has now become this amazing woman.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And my sister told me something. I was going through this really, really dark time. And I don't usually get dark. It takes a lot for me to get dark. But you know how you get rapid fire bad news?
Yes. Yes.
And that was one of those days I had gotten rapid fire bad news, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. My sister told me, she said, listen, God has not left you.
Yeah.
God will not leave you. You have too much seed in the ground. You have blessed too many people. And do you think that the person who blesses folks is not going to be blessed? She said, I wanted you to walk outside your house every single time you feel like that. And I want you to walk around your house. And then after you walk around your house, I want you to walk up and down your street.
Yeah.
She said, do you think everybody has this?
Right. Put it into perspective.
Put it into perspective.
Real quick.
Put it into perspective real quick.
Yeah.
She said, and now go downtown. After you finish that, go downtown. And I want you to go near the bus station.
Ooh, right.
I want you to just sit there for like 5 seconds. Now, this is my baby sister telling me this.
Right.
I want you to sit there for 5 seconds. And then I want you to come back home and tell me that you're sad.
Yeah.
Or tell me that you're lonely, or tell me that you're depressed, or tell me that you're anything other than grateful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I said, well, okay, Missy.
Well, all right then. So
Then
about that gratitude.
What
Let me whip that on out.
about being grateful, ma'am?
Well, I am so grateful to you. And I really, really am. You have blessed me in so many different ways over the short period of time that we've known each other. And I am so appreciative of your time and your spirit, because anybody who follows you on Instagram, like, they see the real you. Like, that's the person I know.
Right.
Which is great, because a lot of times we go to Instagram and you like, who is that person? I don't even know who that is. That ain't how she talk behind the scenes. But you've been an extreme blessing to so many people, including me. And I really do. I appreciate your encouragement and your words, because it, like you said, it was dark for me this year. This year was dark, and it's a place I've never been. And I've been understanding spiritual warfare this year. I've been having to really study it. Like, this is, oh shoot, I've heard about it.
Exactly.
I hear people talk about it.
But this is real.
This is real.
Yes.
This is real.
And anybody who tells you spiritual warfare is not real, run away from them.
Oh my God.
Because they may be a part of the spiritual warfare you're experiencing.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Because I had to tell a person that I deeply loved.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to talk to you later because I'm working on something.
Yep. And it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
And that's been a thing this year, is letting go of people, letting go of things and situations and careers and all kinds of things. So it's
to
been
make room
for
more.
Man. And when y'all see what this more is,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. But here's the thing: you can never, and I tell people this all the time, you can never get what is yours holding on to what was.
You gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
And trust me, I'm totally talking to myself, because I have to make a decision. Well, I have to tell someone that I deeply love.
Yeah.
That this is as far as this goes.
Yeah.
It can't go any further.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a real thing. And you gotta know it's okay.
Yeah.
And doing what is best for you.
For you, right.
And letting go of the things that don't serve you. It's not an easy thing.
No.
But
and
it's
then don't be
necessary.
mad when you make the announcement.
Oh yeah.
Do it when there's no malice, nothing,
Yeah.
just do it because it's going to serve both of you all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I could be holding you up from the best relationship
Yeah.
you can have in your entire life.
Yeah.
But you're so busy holding on to 20 years of friendship
Yeah.
and this and this and that. And it's like,
Yep. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
That's so good. Well, thank you, Yolanda.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so
I love
proud
you.
of you. Oh my gosh.
Don't
Y'all
have
have
me
no
crying.
idea
Don't have me
how
crying.
proud I am of her.
Don't have me crying
That
up
whole
here.
stepping out on faith,
Woo!
that's her.
Oh my gosh.
That's her.
Oh my gosh.
That's her.
You all can follow Yolanda Adams on social media.
At Yolanda Adams.
At Yolanda Adams. There you have it. It's a pleasure talking to you today.
Pleasure talking to you too.
You are tuned in to Respect My Crown, the podcast.